Kuta is a beachside town and major tourist area that lies just north of Ngurah International Airport. Due to its proximity to the airport, it's hard to avoid at least driving through Kuta when visiting Bali. Although it's mostly a tourist trap, Kuta is known for its beaches, restaurants, bars, clubs, and especially its nightlife.
Typically, the club scene is not our thing, but since we wanted to get the true experience of the place, we decided to put Kuta's nightlife to the test.
So that was our night in Kuta. The decision to go was actually made on a whim earlier that night. With no particular place in mind, we hopped in a taxi and told the driver Kuta. The driver dropped us on the main street, which is lined with bars and clubs that sit side by side and compete with each other for customers. As you walk down the street, there are tons of people trying to sell you things and clubs trying to usher you inside. Unfortunately, there were even young kids selling jewelry and doing card tricks in the midst of this chaos. As you can imagine, this doesn't appear to be the best environment for them. We ended up checking out several spots and most of them were free to get in. The only place we went to that did have a cover charge was called Luxy and entry was 150,000 rupiah. The vibe in most of these places was super upbeat and crazy loud, very much of the scene. You could literally feel the vibrations radiating from the floor through your body. Even though it was low season at the time, the clubs were still really packed with a lot of people. I can imagine that it gets even more packed during high season though.
Whether it's high season or low season, and whether you want to visit Kuta or avoid it, there's something you should know.
When you're searching for Airbnbs, for example, you'll often see Kuta in the address, even when you're not searching in the area you think is Kuta. This is due to the way Indonesia is governed geographically. Say in the United States, for example, there is a state, then a county, then a city. Indonesia, on the other hand, is similar but has 4 levels instead of 3. There is a province, then a regency, then a district, then a village. The reason the name Kuta shows up so much in addresses is because there are 3 districts in one village that all somehow include the name Kuta. There is a North Kuta district, a Kuta district, and a South Kuta district. When people mention Kuta though, they are usually talking about Kuta village, which is located inside Kuta district. And Kuta village is where most of the clubs are located and where most of the partying goes down. Some other villages, like Canggu for example, are located in the North Kuta district. And so a lot of addresses for places in Canggu will have Kuta in the name as well.
I used to call it Kuta before I found out how the locals say it. The locals say Kuta.
Kuta. Kuta.
So there you have it, your dose of Bali clubbing and Indonesian geographic governance.
We're walking down the beach here in Sanur, Bali, and we're coming up on quite a bit of dogs. So I'm just gonna let you see about how many dogs we have here. So there's 3 of them that way, 3 of them right here, 4, and a 5th one. Well, excuse me.
Look, that's the one from the other place, I think.
There's at least 10 dogs out here.
Including this one.